That man was nice too. Chris Johnson. Sheesh, that nigga was fast.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The Dolphins offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here. And all eyes on this man, their star running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tua going to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's hit. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with a football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tua now on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him run in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but also the run after the catch, that's what made it impressive.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like
that. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got a man that's caught, left sideline. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Dancing away at the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Working with a 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa flushed out right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space.
Here we go. 45. White. 22 needle.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Mac Jones leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back and forth.
Well, I ain't lying. There's nothing on back and forth. It's 21-7.
Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 137 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tua buying time to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
That wasn't on me, that's for sure.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Oh, people Jones on our team too? That's crazy.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now he's forced out right.
This
and he's just
nigga.
going to get rid of this thing.
You don't just run the ball, my nigga, like that. That's crazy.
And now it's third.
He did all that just
They
to do
tried to
that?
throw
Like, come
on
on, bro.
second
You could
down,
just ran the ball.
unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Working with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Miami set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Dolphins, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.